Hello everyone, and welcome to this Video Sans Frontières video. My name is Jay Wakefield, and what you're looking at here is a Compaq Armada M700. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Jay, is this one of yours? The answer to that is no. This will be the third M700 that I've bought. Now you'll be asking, Jay, did one of your others break? The answer again is no. And now you're asking, Jay, why have you bought another one? Did you, forget you already owned two? Again, the answer is no. You see, I've bought this machine not for myself, but for either Retrofest or the AAA group. Which I got the PlayStation 2s for. You see, the Packard Bell Easy One Silver that I recently got, I gave that to the group, and unfortunately that is failing. So, I thought I would buy something which I would know to be a good buy. And of course, it came down to a Pentium 3 based Compaq Armada. Well, what else? So, here it is then. Needs a wee bit of a clean up. This is a Compaq Armada M700. And if I give you a wee tour of it, it has a DVD-ROM drive. It has two PCMCIA card slots. Could do with some blanking plates. If we have a wee look around the back, we find... I'm actually jumping the gun now. I'm actually looking for other interfaces now. And alright, actually no. Around the side there is a 56k modem and an Ethernet port, something that the Packard Bell did not have. On the rear of the machine there's an infrared port, DB9 serial port, VGA out, docking station, IEEE 1284 parallel port, power supply, single USB port, and a PS2 mouse/keyboard port. On the left side you have a composite video out, a couple of vents, and, well, not much else. This is a dual spindle machine, so if I need a floppy drive I will have to use one of these that you will remember from my last video. Hang on one moment while I bring it back in view. Compaq Armada floppy disk drive. And if I wanted to use that, I would plug it into the serial port. But for the moment, we're not going to be doing that. So, if we have a look inside, we see usual fare, grey keyboard, and a slightly broken arrow key, and you can't see it, but a right arrow key that doesn't actuate at all. Not even a wee bit. So, let's plug this in and see what, everything is. Come on, plug her in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit F10 repeatedly so we can get into setup. Whoops. So it's going to initialize the boot agent, as it does. Okay, so here is the setup, and if we go into system information, we find it has a Pentium 3 running at 650 MHz. We also find it's got 64 megs of RAM, and I was told it had 128. Whoops. ROM date 8/04/2000. I don't know if that's the 4th of August or the 8th of April. I'm guessing it means the 4th of August. To have different dates. Video revision ATI 4.240. Keyboard controller date 12/03/99. I believe that to be the 3rd of December. As you can see, right key doesn't actuate at all. Down arrow key does, and so does the left arrow key. So let's have a look at the device options. In fact, I don't know. No, I don't believe I can actually see what the hard disk is. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reboot. This machine does have an installed operating system. I'm picking up fluorescent light waves on this monitor. Trippy. No wonder the camera's finding it difficult to focus. So what's happening now is we're actually booting up into Ubuntu. It's an old version, as you can probably see. I could use LSPCI to probe this machine to find out exactly what is in it. I like Ubuntu like that, you know, it is really good for that sort of thing. Can take a while to boot, so I'll be right back once it has. Hopefully, I think this is starting now, as you can see. I remember my friends and I used to laugh at that at school. Okay, booting the kernel. It was my, one of my school friends that actually brought it to my attention. I didn't think about it originally, but yeah, apparently okay boot.
It makes me picture you, kicking Colonel Sanders in the butt.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Carr.
But you do know he's dead.
Yeah. I'm aware of that. Peter Griffin travelled all the way to Kentucky to be told, "What's wrong with you? I say you he dead." So this is configuring network interfaces. This does take a while. And yes, I do pronounce the H in things like what, or why, or when, or how, or while. So I guess Cool Whip Oh, crevens. When a problem comes along, you might whip it. Whip it good. This evening is ruined! No, it's no. Right, now it's sending everything the term signal. Wait a minute, it shouldn't be sending anything the term signal. No, it's not. Well, it sent some stuff the term signal. So now we're going into, and this is very nostalgic for me, Ubuntu. I did get the username and password for this machine. Wonder if anyone will remember this. Sorry, that was extremely quiet.
Here, I'll sing a few things while it does that. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe into life.
Thanks. Now I'm gonna need to give copyright. Bye-bye, monetization. So this is an old version of Ubuntu. I'm not entirely sure which old version of Ubuntu it is, but it's an old one. I want to say Ubuntu 6.06, but... So if I go to about Ubuntu,
I could read you the common plants that are poisonous to people.
So now it's saying home.ubuntu.com could not be found. Oh wow, look at this version of Firefox. Oh my goodness.
Let me take your word for it. I've never been too good with Linux, so.
It's Firefox 0.9.3.
What was it again?
Firefox 0.9.3.
Wow, that's gotta that has to be from like early 2000s.
I remember when Firefox looked like this.
Was it from the era when it was just a picture of the dinosaur, the icon?
Well, on Ubuntu it was just a blue world, a blue. But the picture of the dinosaur was more Mozilla. Display information about Ubuntu. I mean, seriously, why can't it? I would have thought that would have been a dialog box or something.
Well, here's one thing Linux won't tell you. A racist clown just fired from a Tennessee fair.
It would tell me that if I had a wireless card in this machine. In fact, I have a wireless card right here. Let's install it and test if the PC card slots are working. Let's install the card in at least one slot as opposed to straddling two. I mean, this card might even be too new for this Ubuntu version.
Or the computer itself.
So let's have a look at well then. Let's go into networking. And I might need to restart to have it try and probe the card. This wizard will help you configure a new network connection. Wireless device. Nothing. I don't even know if this even works, so yeah. But I can already tell you that the battery doesn't work on this system. And it's stuck at 0% and it's been plugged in for a few minutes now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to restart and see if I can get it going.
Hold on, crap.
Okay, so I wasn't able to get online. However, I have learnt a couple of things about this machine that I think, well, that I need to take into consideration. First off, there is a shopping list, unfortunately. It is a pain, because I really don't have much money. So, what I'm going to need to do is, at the very least, replace this keyboard so that I get one with all working keys. I've bought one for £5. It's guaranteed for 30 days. If anything goes wrong, I can always just put it back in the box and put it back. Also, this track button only seems to actuate if I press it on the extreme left. Now, I'm perfectly fine with that. And I might just kind of get a cheap mouse to go with it. One thing I do need to buy, however, is a new power supply, because I'm just borrowing mine from the, well, I share it between the Evo N600C, which I still need to video, and the Compaq Armada. See, it doesn't always actuate, even if I press it on the very left. And like I said, the Compaq Armada E500. But apart from that, this is a worthy machine. So, you know, I am looking forward to restoring it, and to be honest, I probably will just replace the touchpad and make it good as new. The palm rest, rather. You know, I think that would be a good spend of money. And the battery doesn't work either. But, to be honest, I'm not too bothered about that. But what I might do is replace the CMOS battery as well. But with that all said, this machine is pretty good, you know. There is one thing. It did say it comes with 128 megs of RAM. This only seems to register 64, but I'm pretty sure I've got SD RAM in the cupboard. So that is not a problem. But with that said, of course, when I do get various parts in, I will be videoing the installation of them. So, please excuse me while I yawn my head off. And with that said and done, that concludes this video. So I hope you've all enjoyed watching. And I'd like to thank Luke Miller and Billy Carr.
Goodbye.
For actually taking part. So, and of course, I will be installing Windows. on here, Windows 98. So, any comments?
I hope you can get that machine up and running soon.
Yeah, me too.
I guess it's turned into a bit of a project, but that makes it a project, and that gives you
It's
goals.
a project.
Yeah.
It does.
It's a project, meaning that it's a project, so you can work on it like it's a project.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. And I like these, so I don't want to see it just kind of fester and die. You know, it's a Compaq Armada. It owes me nothing. I want to make it go. The whole Compaq Armada brand owes me nothing because they're just awesome. You know, Compaq knew how to make laptops back in the day. And look, I'm sorry, but this is at least 14 years old. So for, you know, to just have a couple of wee niggly faults that can be quite easily fixed, I'm fine with that. It's when you've got HP Compaqs that are 2 and 3 years old going completely wrong in whichever way possible. That is what I'm not okay with. An HP Compaq that requires a rebuild after the 2-year mark. What the hell is with that? Nah, these are good, and they're brilliant as retro gaming machines. They've got ATI graphics, you know, and the M700s are quite nice and light and compact. And they look pretty good as well, I think. But, that said, you know, I really like these. You know, like I said, I've got a couple of my own. You can see videos of them on my channel. But for now, that's the end of this video. Please subscribe if you like what I do. And please also like us on Facebook. The URLs will follow. And if you do subscribe to my channel, I will hopefully... I can't make any promises because, you know, whatever I do, you know, anything could go. But I will do my best to try and make more videos of this machine as I'm getting the parts and fixing it up. And eventually, you know, sending it off to be used in whichever charitable organisation. But until then, thank you for watching. And I hope you'll all join me for the next video.